on one of these live stream chats. Everything looks a little different around me probably since the last time I did it. Pardon me while I check the stream, see how it looks. That looks pretty good. But yeah, let's get some weird audio coming through. Let's see, that works. Yep, we got audio, that's good. Usually the thing that I forget. So we're doing things a lot differently than I've done it before. So like I'm an educational type of person. I like to show what I'm working on and how I'm putting things together. So this one's a little bit more advanced than the last couple of times I've done one. So right now I'm actually looking into a teleprompter with a monitor on it. We actually have a 3-camera setup running through an ATEM, a Blackmagic ATEM, a switcher. It's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go walk through kind of some of the angles that I've created here. We have this little side angle here where you can see me doing my stuff. And then we also have this cool top angle so I could, you know, show you things from the top down, I guess. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of show, I'm nerding out a little bit. I really am enjoying this setup. Back to the side angle. Oh, this is so much cooler than anything I've done. And if I really want to, I could show you my desktop, which I don't have anything other than a cute picture of my boys, which is cropped weird. Because that's also my teleprompter monitor. So I'm gonna go back there and, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. But yeah, so, oh, shaky, it's on a wobbly desk. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, show some things, just kind of do a test, see how it sounds. I'm kind of doing everything just a little bit differently than I've done it before. I'm testing this out both for personal and for work. And by work, I mean Headwaters Economics, where I spend bulk of my working hours. But I'm also trying to figure out, okay, can I do a little bit more on the side? I'd love to be a little bit more engaged with people and showcase some stuff. And in fact, I'm gonna just kind of nerd out over something that I recently have acquired for work, and it's been a piece of gear that has been pretty cool. So if we look at this, this is the Aputure MC. So this is a little LED, color LED light. It's pretty awesome. You know, it may look like that, but it's actually super bright, super duper bright. If I switch back to myself, you can see like just, it's like almost as bright as the big giant light that's on me right now. Not quite, but I mean, it does work pretty well for that, and it's blinding me pretty well. But the thing I really like about it is you can adjust the temperature for one, so I can make this super warm. If I switch back right here, we could probably get a better example of kind of the warm light versus the cooler light. So that's kind of one of the things. And of course you got kind of brightness controls on there. But if you hold it in, that's where the real magic is. We can go to this Hsi Color Mode, and that is just super cool because now we can choose any color we want. So, oh man, I'm doing a terrible job of showing you. Like I said, this is all brand new to me. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. Let's take the intensity down so you can maybe see the colors here. So we got ourselves some, you know, all different colors of the rainbow basically that you can do here. So just super cool. And let me take that intensity all the way back up again, and let's switch back. You know, if you wanted to have like some sort of cool like sci-fi looking light, you know, on you. Actually, let me shut off my backlight. So if you want to have like this accent color coming in, or let's make that a little more interesting, maybe like this, more of a red color in there. You know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun what you can do with it. So super creative. But anyway, we picked these up actually for webcam lights. We just have one for now. So the plan is to use these guys, get a pack of them for people when they're doing their web conferences at Headwaters. We do a lot of interviews with people, like with media, with whether it's NPR or various outlets that like to get our researchers' take on economic activity in the United States, or even the things like wildfire, which has been what I've been working on a little bit more lately. The cool thing about these guys is they're really pocketable. They charge via USB-C. They're about 2 hours full brightness runtime, quiet. But then they also charge inductively, like with a charging mat. So like your phone charges at your nightstand or something like that. They also have cases as well that they plug into. That's what I'm hoping to pick up once they become available. Stock has been a little bit light on these pandemic, you know. It's been taking me a little while to get all this stuff set up because everyone else wants it too. So it's been really cool to get this all set up. What we also have are some, I have some lights that I've set up here. They're Godox VL150s, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're the 150. I just can't remember the VL or SL. So I have these guys. So I have my key here. Ooh, moody. Going in, this is on like a 3-foot, 34-inch Octabox style diffuser with some diffusion and a grid in there to kind of keep the light directional. I also have another one just with its built-in reflector sitting behind me on a stand at like 5% power, just barely, just giving me enough for light. And then those are my personal lights, and then I'm using one of my work lights, which is an Aputure Amaran. I can't remember what that one's called. Anyway, bicolor light. I'm just using that to splash some warm color on the wall, which I mean, it looks fine without it, but I'm playing here. I'm just having fun. So yeah, so we have that in there. So that's kind of my lighting setup. I do have a light on my desk that is providing a little bit of warmth on this side. We also have off to my left over here. So let's actually start with the main camera. So that's a Zcam E2C. So this is one I've been playing with for the better part of probably 6 months now. I kind of want to do a fuller review on this one, and if you have any questions, you can leave those in the comments. I'd be glad to answer them if I can, but I've been playing with it, and I want to love this camera a lot, but there are a few little hiccups on it, but it is a good, I think it's still a relatively good deal at $800 for a little micro cinema camera. Get into more details on that one in a later video. And that's sitting on a small tripod with a glide gear teleprompter kit and a little Lilliput 9-inch monitor, so that I'm using to look at the camera and not look at a side screen. And that's a whole other video. I want to talk about flippy screens and bendy screens, people's preference when it comes to like vlogging, recording themselves, all that kind of stuff. What looks more natural, what's more engaging when you create your online content. Going over to the side view camera, this is a Nikon Z6. This is my work one, but also have one personally, or my wife does. Use this camera a ton. I love this thing. The video autofocus is actually really cool. Works really well. I know it's kind of one of the things that probably gets knocked on, which I don't understand. Video is really solid autofocus. Photos, there are some issues, but it's also a solid photos camera. Love the colors out of a Nikon. I've been shooting Nikon for a long time. I really like it. You can see here in the background, Restream going. But yeah, it's just a super solid camera. Been really good. Firmware updates have really improved it. And I'm also running, I'm running it just straight in right now to this guy, which is the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro. So it's a 4-input HDMI mixer. And then we have our top angle, which this is a Nikon Z50. So this is a micro or a DX or a crop sensor camera, APS-C size crop sensor camera. So the difference between all these different cameras, they all three have different sensor sizes. So primary camera, this is micro 4/3, so it's a about half the size of this guy, and then again, then there's this overhead camera. The Z50 is about 75% the size of the Z6. So all different sizes. There's some advantages there. Also, we'll probably get into those at another date to talk about nerdy things like sensor size and why that matters. There's lots of other people who talk about that and probably do it more eloquently, but I'll take my stab at it because who knows, you might learn something new. But that's kind of my setup. I have a bunch of C-stands, tripods, all that junk in there. Audio-wise, I'm going through an Azden shotgun mic. Sorry, I cannot remember the model number on it. You'll have to let me know how I sound. I don't know. This is my first time actually running through this, and I did not monitor my audio like a good boy. And autofocus may be a little weird because I'm trusting autofocus on the Z-Cam E2C, and so we'll see what that does. I don't really know. It's been, like I've said, there's some quibbles. I just updated to the latest firmware. Kind of see how that plays out. But anyway, I'm super excited to have this set up and hopefully be able to be on here a little bit more regularly. Hopefully sharing some stuff with you, some tutorials on photo and video and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really excited to have this space set up right now. But you know, it's getting close to the end of the day. You'll have to let me know if you watch this, like what time of the day would you like a live stream to go, or what day of the week. If I were to do this on a regular basis, I wouldn't mind thinking about that a little bit. But other than that, I think that's about all I have. If I don't stop, I will keep on rambling. But if you watch this, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to see more of this. And there will be more. I've said that before, but this time I'm set up to do it. So I'm pretty excited. So with that, I bid you adieu, and I will see you on the flip side. Later.